Hi everybody! So I've got a lot of questions lately about what some of my favorite brushes are, what I use every day, some of what I keep in my kit. I don't have time to show all those, but I'll show you what I keep in my personal little container. So one of my first favorites that I use for bronzer and powder, it's great for tapering. Love this. It's the Max 165. I don't know if this is a discontinued brush or not, but they have the 187 and the 188 that are larger versions. I believe the 187 is pretty close to this. No, the 187 is not. But anyway, so they make a dome brush that's close to this. So I use this for bronzer, contour, pretty much a lot of things. It's very multifunctional. So I love that. I also would not survive without a duo fiber. I just use this, but this one's by Studio Tools from Target. I have a bunch of different ones of these from different brands, but the one I have right now is Studio Tools. I love this. I feel this is really great for foundation because I don't like a heavy look. This to me makes it look like your foundation, like you have nothing on. The way, if you do this in like a circular motion, I love this. So any duo fiber brush like this, they make you can get smaller ones or bigger ones, but this is probably one of my favorites. I have about 10 of these in my kit. It's definitely one of the ones I have the most of in there. Also, one of the things that I always have in my brush kit is a blending brush for concealer. That's what this looks like. It's a little bit tapered on the end. I find that concealer goes on better if you buff it out. You can use a shorter brush for this, like a smudger. Maybe something like this. Probably not something, it's all black, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. It's tapered on the end, it's a little bit shorter, but this is a number 10 from Sephora. I have one of this, the MAC too. I think it's a 224. So those are all good for buffing out concealer. I have a bunch of those in my kit. And two of my staple, I call these best friends because without one another, I just don't think that they would work too well, but they're best friends in my opinion. I always have them hand in hand. So this is a 272. It's tapered. It's great for putting things in the crease. And 272's best friend's a 217. This is a blender. It's got some eyeshadow on it right now, but I keep those. These are best friends. 272 and 217. I have so many of these, and anytime I pull out one, the other's going to be right with it. So they work great together. Blending is really key. I will say, I think that's the mark between someone who really, you'll look at someone and know that their makeup is flawless. They probably blended. It's just almost like this infinity look. Like you would never know. You should not know. Sometimes it depends on what look you're going for. But if you don't want to look in separation in colors and you just want this flawless look with no harsh lines, you're going to need a blender. And a 217 by MAC is the best blender you're going to find. I've tried others. No. 217, 272, best friends. Get to know them. They're amazing. I love those. I also always carry a big eyeshadow brush like this. Wouldn't be without it. I have a couple of these from Sephora. The number is worn off this one. But I love this. I can just, usually it's Stila Wheat or Max New Vanilla, Max, not new, but Vanilla Pigment. I'll just run this across everywhere. It's so big that it's so easy, just one sweep, done. Love it. So that's a larger eyeshadow brush. A ton of companies make one. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, foundation brush. I use foundation brushes more if I want more coverage. And you can use, this is a Sephora one. I like Sephora brushes, but I have a bunch of MAC ones too. They're just in my kit. This is my personal one. But I use foundation brushes a lot for tinted moisturizers because I feel like you get the best result with a tinted moisturizer when you put it on with a foundation brush versus the duo fiber that I talked about in the beginning, because something about it, the finish of a tinted moisturizer, especially the Kors one that I use, it sets so fast that I like the foundation brush better. Because when you're buffing, with the buffing, the tinted moisture doesn't work as well. So I like it a lot for that. It tends to go on a lot smoother. And I also really like it for if I want a heavier coverage. The duo fiber is not so great for heavy, but you can layer with a duo fiber. So, just depends on what you're doing. Let's see, I love this. This is from Studio Gear. It's a number 30, and I think that, and I know another company makes one like this, but it's a bent eyeliner brush. It's really fine. I use this for gel liner if I'm using Bobbi Brown's gel liner or Clinique's gel liner, which are both fantastic. I haven't talked about those, but those are two staples in my opinion. So I absolutely love this. You can get, and the fact that it's already bent for you, especially if I'm doing someone else's eyeliner, it makes a world of a difference. That little bend, genius. I love it. I also keep a big powder brush in here. This is also Sephora. My other ones are my kits. And a big powder brush, those two. And one thing that I absolutely love is I use powdered liner a lot. I wear eyeshadow as eyeliner all the time. So an angle brush like this. This is also from Sephora. MAC makes a ton of these. They're also really great for, you know, putting on your eyebrows. But y'all know that these eyebrows, I don't really fill them in because they're already crazy enough as it is. So, but I always use a little angle brush like this for eyeliner or my eyebrows. So, as far as my brushes go, that's pretty much it. And I keep them in this little container, and it has a lid, and I can just pop it in my bag, and they're all in there. And it fits in a cup holder, which I know there's one company that makes one like that. Was from an Estee Lauder gift with purchase, and I've loved it. But there's another company that I'll have to look up. Maybe I'll put the link on here. And they make little capsules like that, and they fit on a plane in the little, if you pull out the tray, they fit in the little indentation for the cup, and so it doesn't move. And I love it. So if I can find a company that makes that, but I know there's a couple ones that make one like that. But I love it. So I hope that you enjoyed all of that. If you have any questions for me, let me know. Bye.